Alright, hello everybody, this is Souless44 and welcome back to another Family Fun Day Play Day. This is going to be a little bit more interesting of a video than before because we've done a lot of changes and we're doing landscaping. It looks like we're doing a lot of landscaping. Kata and Figzi will be joining me for this video. And yeah, as you can see, we've gone pretty far with the Christmas thing. I've got power now, and we got a little bit of a tree farm. It's an interesting tree farm. You know what? It's fun. And look at all that experience. Look at all that. Kata's using her lumberjack axe, and just look at all that experience. So when you make a copper tool with Tinkers, apparently you get like a bonus to experience, because when I don't chop down trees, I don't get that much. But yeah, so she's probably level like 100 or something by now. I don't know. Depends on how many times she's died. Figz is back there. Looks like she's doing a whole lot of landscaping. I wanted to quickly walk through the base changes. We did have a, let's see, originally we had, back in the background where the tree farm was, we had a portal to the mining dimension over here, and then over there we had my two machines for immersive engineering, well, not machines, I guess they're a coke oven and a blast furnace, so that I could make steel. Yeah, we decided that it was a little bit intrusive on the area, so I went ahead and moved them. I will show you where those where those went to in a little bit. The smeltery also was over there, and I moved it underground. The smeltery is actually below me right now, and the smeltery's got some options on how it can be built. I decided, instead of building it really tall, that instead I decided to build it really long and short. And what that does is it allows you to kind of like hide it a little bit. I covered it up with some dirt. As you can see, there's still a tank with lava, and that tank is feeding lava down into the, what's up, Figs? Into the smeltery's heater. Basically, it's a glass tank with well, lava for fuel to melt down materials and allow them to alloy and to or duplicate. Underneath that's also a controller. I used some piping and some servos and things from thermal expansion to automate that. And yeah, so that's that. I also took and moved the portal to the nether, and I also moved some stuff down to make a better looking mine shaft. Let's just say that, because this fits in better. I think it looks a little bit more appropriate. As you can see, there's pathing, and that's done with shovels. It looks like it's time to sleep, so let's go ahead and get this going. Somebody has to come in. I created one sleep charm for each one of us, so as long as every single person has one, if you come in and I remind them that they gotta stop working and they have to go to sleep. It's kind of like real life, really. My kids love to stay up late, just like any other kid. But we gotta remember that there's lots of work we gotta get done, so yeah. So see how fast the sleeping went through the night? That's because of the sleep charm. Now that's right here. It's one of the best charms in my opinion, just because of that. It's really easy to make. It takes one bed, some sticks is what it really is, and 4 leather, and that's it. You can have it in a bubble slot, so you can actually put it right here, and as long as you have it on you like that, when you go to sleep, it will let you sleep really fast. This is the Christmas area. These are the sorting. My Kata here really likes to keep stuff organized, so she decided to make a organized, and so she can remember where stuff is. Very, very nice. Hello. Very, very nice. Organized little chests with different materials. So those will fill up eventually, and will be taken from to make sure that everything keeps organized. She's really good at that, and I really like it. So let's go over what I did really quick. A lot of stuff happened off camera. I mean a lot. I managed to get a modular storage with a level 3 upgrade, and it's already near full. I did a ton of mining, and yeah, see, so 291 out of 300. That's a really full storage area. Obviously, I have power now because I have machines. I have the crusher here, which is set up with a hopper. I will eventually make that so that it's automated. Atomic reconstructor, and I can demonstrate that with a little piece of iron. Let's just go ahead and sacrifice a piece of iron to show you. You throw it down on the pressure plate, it transforms it into another material. That's from the actually additions mod. So is the Energizer, which lets you power up and charge things. So if I need to charge up my Ender here, you can see that it will slowly charge up. It's not super fast because it doesn't hold a lot, only 50,000. And I mean, this sword holds 1,000,000. So it takes forever to charge back up. Not the strongest weapon I have. Honestly, the axe is stronger. So I'll just use the axe most of the time. I have buffers underneath. There's some cells that have some energy. I've got my first simple sag mill and simple powered furnace, which is going to let me alloy things a lot more efficiently and effectively than the smeltery anyway. I have this chest connected to the smeltery. It will, any kind of ore that's a regular ore can be put in these slots, and it will melt it down, automatically pump out with a clock that's kind of hidden under here, and insert into the modular storage by itself. So I don't have to worry about ore doubling, but it's super slow. So I had to go ahead and make something that's a little faster. So this is set up right now that it will crush the materials down in here, and it will pump it over here into the simple powered furnace, and then output it over here. And you can see that I have stone because I was crushing down and, well, actually I was filling up with stone, and I decided I wanted to get some smooth stone because we're going to use some smooth stone. Eventually, we're going to use all this smooth stone up for building. I want to make as I look out the window, you can see my water mill, my water wheel. It's just a two-part system I have built to generate energy, and I want to build a little area over there for my machinery, generation of energy, that kind of thing. That way it's not interfering with the kids' design of this house. Because basically that's what ends up happening. If you can tell, it ends up just becoming a bunch of junk that I make, and it doesn't look all that good. If it's built down into the floor like this, it's not too invasive, but when I start getting like this, it gets a little bit ugly. So who knows, I might end up moving it around. Right here is a mechanical squeezer from Integrated Dynamics. I spent a long time, and I mean a long time, collecting up mineral wood. And you get these mineral berries, and you get this mineral wood and mineral saplings, which you use to make these blocks of crystallized metal. Really? You're going to eat in my ear. Figzi. Eat those. You can eat those. Yep, see? So you can eat them. I can't eat them because I'm not hungry. Hey, Figs. They enjoy being tall. That's why they're Endermen. If you need more food, I can throw some more to you. So the really cool thing about, do you need some more? You want some more? Okay. Oop, there you go. Half a stack. So these berries are really actually amazing because they can be used not only for eating, but you can make them, and I have them saved, for making torches. Yes, so you can actually use them, say they're tasty and illuminating. And it allows you to make torches, which I like these torches. Uh-oh, what's going on? Sorry for the interruption, what we got going? Where'd she go? Oh! Get out of the ground. Crazy. Absolutely. Stop burying yourself. Get up. Jump. Jump, goofball. Alright. So in this mod pack, we've noticed that there's some weird glitches with materials. Yeah. So you try to build up, you get stuck in the block sometimes. It gets dangerous. You can die from it. So don't expect us to get to super high levels. Because what we're building, we're going to be building quickly as fast as we can anyway, and we don't know what's causing it. I can't seem to fix it. I don't think there's an option. So let me get back to real quick talking about these mineral berries and what I'm doing with the Integrated Dynamics. Integrated Dynamics is way too strong for me to go through and explain all of it because it actually gets into where you're programming the game in a way. The basics are real simple. Mineral wood can go in a mechanical squeezer or in a regular squeezer. It generates fluid, which then goes into a drying basin, which makes blocks of crystallized mineral. Now I have it set up so that it automatically sucks this stuff out, as you can see, and it's going to go ahead and put those inside this chest over here. So now I have blocks of crystallized mineral. Now this mineral is useful for making batteries. These right here. You have to have a block of redstone though, so it's not like they're absolutely, super really easy to make unless you've done some mining. But as you can see, I've already got 5 blocks of redstone ready to go. Now, the reason why I want to talk about these batteries really quick, and I apologize if I'm moving a little fast. I can make a battery and then take that battery, add it to another battery, add it to another battery, and keep on adding them together and increase their storage capacity by 1 million each. So 10 batteries, 10 million energy storage. That being said, underneath here, you can't really tell. I don't want to use, let me just use my fist to break the ground. There you go. See these cables? 1 million RF is inside these, and this is running constantly. Is because underneath here, I've already attached, without getting killed, some wiring to a battery down underground. Can you see it? There it is. Hopefully I don't get electrocuted. So now I no longer have to worry about these wires. I can actually use these logistics cables, and they're called logic cables because if you deal with logic, you can actually do almost anything with Minecraft materials. It actually, if you're really good with it, and I've seen players do this on a few videos, you can dig into the actual data of a block and determine what you want to do with it. I don't even know what the limits are. And I've seen individuals do some crazy stuff. I won't get into that. All I'm using it for right now is power transferring. And there's also the capability of using it for item transferring as well. But power is good enough for me. Just because it's safer. This block right here is a sag mill. And I think I talked about it really quick. It just basically crushes stuff down. It duplicates stuff. It can even crush down obsidian. It's not super fast, okay? So not super fast, but I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. And it makes 4 for each one. I don't have it auto outputting except for when it can be smelted, and then it goes into this. And so up here, we're just going to keep on going. I just want to keep on collecting smooth stone. So when it's crushed, it duplicates, and then it smelts, and it ends up in a whole bunch of ingots up in here when I get a chance. Now, I made a lot of silicon, I don't know how you want to say it, because I know that I'm going to, for sure, make a refined storage system. I do not want to get into integrated dynamics. What was you? Oh, a lead. I don't have any slime, so I'm going to have to get slime here real soon. This squeezer can do a very large amount of stuff, and pretty fast. So it's also a form of crusher as well. Except for when you put gravel in it, you get flint. So I got 2 flint for 1 gravel. Notice that the power does go down. That's just the transfer of energy from. Notice the power is not going down on these, but it is going down on these and on these. The reason for that is that they're connected to those wires instead of connected to logistics cables. The logistics cables can transfer energy faster, and so I use those as soon as I can in any mod pack that plays through with the with integrated dynamics. If it has the integrated dynamics in it, I'm going to use it. Let me pardon the sound effects here. Bring this microphone. Hopefully everybody can hear me. I recorded a whole video on a previous video, and actually we lost quite a bit, so I don't know for sure. Let me check my volume here. Okay, that looks like it's running good. And microphone, it looks like it's working, so that's great. Can somebody sleep? We need to sleep. Hello? Alright, cool. So as soon as she drop kicks to bed, we're gonna go. Now, so pure daisies, if you place them next to water, become snow. I wanted to show that on camera. And the reason why I wanted to show that on camera was it takes forever, but if you leave and come back, you can get snow. So you don't have to climb a mountain if you can create a pure daisy. I'm not going to do it because I really want to get packed ice. Let me show you why. I talked to... Oh, all right, doors. Yes. Finally got doors. If you see my blooper reel, my really quick blooper, you'll see that we have spiders that like to show up around our building, and they decided they wanted to come up inside. So we got doors. We're going to finally have places to go in and out through this building. I found out my water wheel wasn't moving fast enough with just a small amount I had flowing for water, so I extended it up a little bit to move the speed up. You can't really tell, but I've got behind there, I've got snow, water, and there's lava down here. I won't be able to, am I going to be able to show you without dying? That's the question. Okay, so there's lava. Oop, took a little pain. Oh well. Anyway, there's lava there, water there, water there, and lava under here. What this is the thermoelectric generator. This thermoelectric generator is transferring a good amount of energy along this line to this battery, from this battery to this line. So there's a bit of a throttle in a way. I don't mind. It's good enough because we have another battery inside there. When it's full, it's full. We're not going to be going into a huge number of machines right away. And when we do, we'll have other options at that point. So I wanted to go ahead and vary this, cover it up, make it look decent. Not that it looks great, but it will look better covered. Oops. One more. Just cover it up a little bit. I could cover all of this up really with some slabs, and we could use some frames to make things look good. I moved the two machines down here. I think I keep calling machines. Hey, thank you for the doors. Creosote oil's down there. I'll be using that inside my next power gen, which is going to probably be some form of thermals generators. It looks pretty good. It needs another story, don't it? I think we're going to put another story. Yeah, okay, cool. This is the crude blast furnace. I have got plenty of coal coke, which is created from this right here, where you put your coal inside it and it turns it into... What? Let me show you how to fix this. Come over here. So, it's a copper lumber axe. Right, so, if that's the case, we need to make sure we use the... Oh. I'll make a lever for that later, or have that automated also. So you're going to take copper, okay? Take your axe, turn around, here. Yep. I want to see if we can watch her do it. There you go. See? And it'll stay, the copper will sit there and wait for you. Notice that I can't repair this with it because this is a steel, it's a steel demonic metal lumber axe. So, yeah. The demonic part of it makes it really strong of attack. I got you, what's up? Hey, that's getting full, by the way. So don't throw a bunch of junk in there and don't dirt it up for me. What you got? You wanted me to follow you. What you got? What? Hey, a chicken. You gonna make a couple more? Oh, that's your kid. Why don't you make a tag and tag it? I want you guys to start tagging your pets. That way I don't kill them. Because if you don't tag them, they're dinner. Did you just throw something at me? So anyway. Ah! Dude. Just egg me. Alright, so let me go back to... Well, I guess I can just walk right out that door now. This door is kind of in an odd spot, but it'll work. If I use it. Alright. Let me finish talking about this here. Coal, you put in coal on this side, out comes coal coke on this side. You use that coal coke in here to make yourself from iron into steel. And it's a long process. Well, at least it's a fairly long process with the crude blast furnace. I've been making materials to make the powered blast furnace. When I do that, I'm going to place it, I believe, right here in this area because it's close enough for me to logistically port things in it. It's great for many things. I like having it because you can recycle all kinds of stuff with it, especially if we have a Twilight Forest. Do we have Twilight Forest here? We have Twilight Forest. So Twilight Forest is available to us, and so that will be an option, and I will be going to the Twilight Forest sooner or later. It's just a portal to another dimension where you can get materials that aren't available to you in the what is called overworld. Down in this is my thermal pile or my thermal generator, and I forgot to mention the reason why I wanted this to become ice. I don't know if I did it wrong. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. I'll just leave that like this. There. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll just throw the materials down and then I'll just step on it. It's kind of neat. You can use these things for all kinds of stuff. The Atomic Reconstructor, you can put lenses on the front of it, and when you do, you can have it do different effects. Like you can turn it into a killing machine, all kinds of stuff. One of the mod packs that was released by Feed the Beast, actually, I moved really fast with actually additions into getting a lens of or whatever. I don't know. It changes the. You know what? That's not fair for me to do. Let's just look up lens. You know, I'm here. That's what I want to do. This lens of color. The lens of color will, if you look it up, when placed on there, there. Only converts blocks it touches. That's not the one. Is that the one? No, this is the lens. Lens of the miner. What this will do, and this is expensive, kind of. Really, the only hard part is this emerald. If you can get that emerald early on and you get enough energy, you have infinite. Oh, pardon the sound effects again. You have a way of changing stone into any ore that's available in the configs. So you can basically have an infinite quarry as long as you can keep this thing powered. I had, I think, 5 or 6 of these running at one time, and I had a dropper or a placer, I don't remember what it was, a placer and a breaker, and a vacuum hopper sucking everything up, and I just had a ton of ore, and it was just constantly feeding me, and it was very early on, and we're almost to that point now. If I wanted to do that, I guess I could. I'm not too sure we're going to do that. It gets kind of loud, and I'm not a big fan of... I'm sorry. I have to she's got hand cramps. She's got growing pains. Growing pain. What is this weirdness? Okay. Building a mini house inside of a regular house, I guess. Anyhow, I wanted to use the Pure Daisy to change the ice into packed ice. Packed ice, if you go to the second screen here, can be gotten from ice next to packed ice because of the Pure Daisy. Otherwise, I'll have to make this glacial precipitator, and I'll have to be able to... I have to make sure that we can go ahead and get water pumped into it, and that's... I don't know. I don't feel like getting one of those just for that when I have a mountain right there. I climbed up the mountain and I grabbed some snow, and then I just started the process from there. But I didn't even have to do that, I realized, because the Pure Daisy, let's go ahead and show you here. The Pure Daisy from Botania has the ability to do some conversion on its own. Stone into living rock, which is used for Botania, but also wood into different wood. Netherrack into cobblestone. Soul sand into regular sand. Ice into packed ice. Blaze mesh into obsidian. So it's possible to automate that process too, but it's slow. In fact, it's quite slow. What the heck's going on here? I'll leave that flower, but the rest of this is gonna go. No, I guess some fertilizer got thrown on the ground. I'll take the seeds. Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to go through the quick changes on this, and we're gonna call that the first video. when we get through, I wanted to look at one other thing. I wanted to show people the progression we've made in the monk mod. So far with the monk mod, we're at level 11. I skipped away from the last time. I didn't show how far, but catch arrows. Automatically grab arrows out of the air, provided you can see them. That's if you get that from dodging skeletons, arrows 5 times in a row. So now when I get hit or I run around and I come close to getting hit by arrows, I can actually get arrows. So that's really useful. I made a block of iron and I broke it with my bare hands a bunch of times or repeatedly. Now my hands dig with the hardness and speed of iron tools. So now we have iron pickaxes constantly in our hands. The next one's going to be obsidian, I think. Water walking. I can walk on water. You just take a boat on any lake. It says ocean, but it's actually any lake of water, body of water. And you can just sit there and... No, Cat, you're not. That's not how old you are. That's not cool. Don't lie to people. She's my baby girl. Anyway, I just put it out here on the water. I went a little ways away because it was going to get dark, and I let the moon rise in the background, and I just stared at it for a while, and I completed that monk mod part. And that gives you water walking. So it's a glitch in the game, but you have to log out and log back in for it to work. But now I walk on water. Or you can die. I think if you die, you come back and it'll work. But when you first do it, it actually glitches you into the water, and it's a pain. Now you're gonna be like, well, how do you get down there now? Well, if you shift, you'll squat down and go swimming. Basically, it undoes what it does. So my next one is gonna be peaceful coexistence with Endermen without scaring them. I've almost completed most of that. What it is you just find an Enderman, a real Enderman, not Figzi or Cat, and you just stand next to him and don't look him in the face. If you do that long enough, it will complete that monk experience. I'm going to be doing that until I find it, but it's going to take a while. It's not a huge issue. What I really want to get to is this right here, where it says walk 10 blocks through fire, and that will give me fire resistance, almost fireproof. That's going to be very handy, is I will be able to... What is... Oh my goodness, what did you guys do? Okay, well, I can pick up this lava and I'll take care of it. So anyway, that's it for this video. I'm going to continue on with the videos all throughout today. Today's a family basically like a vacation time for my kids from school, so we just wanted to have a little family fun day, and happy holidays, everybody. Take care, and we're going to end this video for a minute for a quick break.